It's real early. The karmics said they don't want to look like you. They don't want to be you. They don't want your life. But the only thing they want from you is his or her heart. Oh, that's so sad. You get it. You have everything. But they don't have this man or woman's heart, right? So I'm in my daughter's garage. She got a little, whatever, little setup, whatever it's supposed to be down here. And I see she has some boxing gloves. So I said, let me grab a pair because maybe the karmic might not want to get busy, but y'all energy, y'all might want to do some doop, little rope-a-dope, little, I don't even know them all, the uppercut, boom, 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 or some swimming. I don't know. It could be y'all, right? But we're going to find out. You know, I'm going to pick it up. Peace out. Let's kick it. Hey, you guys, these are for people who chose PAL 2. I numbered them wrong. This is PAL 2. But anyway, this is the PAL where you might want to look at my snap energy, because this is the PAL that these karmics is not playing with you. You understand? They're not playing with you. What I was channeling earlier today, and just for new people, please don't give me a topic. I get mine from the ancients, the ancestors, whatever you call it, you know, the spirit world or whatever. You know, I just present it to you, right? And so this was on my spirit. And so I don't want to offend anybody. If you don't want to know about what the karmics have to say, then it's probably be a good time to exit. But the karmics is not, the karmics do not want your life. They are not jealous of you, any of that. You know, and I know people want to believe that the karmics, you know, are so jealous, or they, you know, these days anybody can be beautiful. You can buy that and buy a body. You know, you can make your own money. You can have a YouTube channel. So basically back in the day where you had to be, it was harder. Now it's everything is accessible. And so I really need people to get that, because I'm not hearing all this, you know, I want your life, or, you know, men and women going, I want to be you. I'm not hearing that. But what I am hearing is, you know how they have fake friends and fake love? I'm hearing that the karmics want, and I'm channeling, they want real love. And this person that you're asking about, man or woman, could be your ex-husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, crush, notorious Mr. and Mrs. Side Piece. I don't care what position you play. Sneaky link. What is it? Friends with benefits, entanglements. They want you, for people looking in, if you chose to, you got this man or woman's heart. And that's what people want. They want real love and real intimacy, and they're not getting that. And that's the snap energy. Right. Okay. So let's see what they want to say. I did this video like 2 hours ago. I had a hard time loading. So what did I have to do? I had to buy more storage. Okay. My baby daughter said, buy more storage, Mom. Because I don't want to let go of none of my video. Okay. What do you want to say to people who chose to karmics? What's going on? They've been real cocky and very arrogant, and putting their foot down and saying what they need to say. They like, let me bust through all this bull illusion that I want to be like you. It's nothing like that. Now, do they maybe admire you and some of the things, and maybe the way some of you guys look good, or, you know, maybe you're good parents, or, you know, ambitious, something like that. But they're not to the point where, you know, they want to be you and they trying to emulate you. I'm not feeling that. Now, I do got to say this too. There's a lot of tarot card readers, and everybody pick up something different. That's why it's so wonderful, because you should go to more than one tarot card readers, because they can pick up something that maybe I can't, right? So what do you want to say? This is it sounds like an angry man right here and an angry woman. I feel like they're very, very uptight. I feel like they're at the crossroads and they hold on by a thread. That they see you, that they're in the shadows, that they're not missing a beat. Didn't I tell you this is the snap one? They're very calculating, methodical, and they're definitely in the shadows. And when it's time to present themselves, because don't that look like a crown, a gold crown? They will let you know. Like they might, like some of y'all, because this could be past, present, or future. Some of y'all, they might already text, you know, that's my husband, that's my wife, my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, or that's my, you know, my boo thing. We off and on, you know what I'm saying? I know what position I play, you know what I'm saying? It's always been us three, meaning I always been the other woman, other man. We'll need another person, right? I'm just channeling somebody, right? But even if it's for a crush, they see you because they feel very, very threatened. This shouldn't take that long because this is a snap energy. I ain't trying to channel that. What you want to say, Karmic? This 2 is definitely the snap energy, organic and growth, that they're trying. They're trying, like if they were temperamental or uptight or delusional or possessive and all that, they're really trying to start their relationship over with this person that you care about. It could be a crush. They could have gotten married. They could have gotten engaged. They could have gotten therapy. They could be like, let's just toss out everything that's happened between us. Man, woman, woman, alien, binary, I'll be here all day. You get what I'm saying? I'll make sure I cover everything. But they want y'all to know that they started, they don't care. You don't have to tell them that you're sleeping with him or her, or, what he or she done did, or how they feel about you. Because the karmics want you to know, this karmic pals, that we started all over. We started afresh. So I forgave her, and I forgave him, and we're really trying to root our relationship, whether it's a marriage and they're starting to, or some kind of relationship, been together off and on, or, common law. We're really, really trying to ground our relationship, and they don't want any interference is what they're trying to say. Okay. Because they see you. So if you didn't know that he or she went and got married or engaged or took it to another level, or don't be commenting on the DM, don't be texting him or her back. I don't want to hear no husband, work wife, husband, and boyfriend and all that shit. I can't say it, whatever. They ain't trying to hear none of that. They're not trying to hear none of that. It's mono, me and this person. If they're in polygamy relationship and they happen to fall in love with somebody, because see, they don't want the love thing. They don't want you to fuck with their heart, right? Everything else is cool. Whatever kind of how they define their relationship. But when you take this woman's heart and this man's heart, then they got the snap energy, right? And they still want you to know that although it seems like everything's been low and calm, and people who looking into, I feel like you took your energy back. They know you took your energy back. They actually very happy. They don't care. They don't care if you took your energy back. They don't care if you dog him or her. They don't care if you block them or ghost them and give it back to them. Because this is the pile, the ancients will tell me, that the men and women actually really, really are in love, obsessed, feel obligated, whatever the situation is. They want this person, right? They would have a hard time leaving this man or woman that you ask about. Now, I don't want to be sick and crazy in love like that. Now, at 56, you would think people will grow and stuff. But this man or woman has nothing to do with age. She loves him. She loves her. He loves him. He loves her. And they will, suicidal ideation, homicidal ideation, snap, crackle, pop. It'll be a whole cinnamon twist up in here with these people, because they really, really love them. Now, like I said, you can call it obsession or whatever, but okay. Just so y'all know, people for chose 2. They got unconditional love for this man or woman. This man or woman, you know how Trump said, and I own the rights to that I can go on the streets of New York and whatever he can do, and they still gonna love me. That's remember, I forgot what he said. And if I remember, I don't want to say it, but you remember he said something, and they're gonna still be there? Yes. This is how they have unconditional love for this man or woman. Even if it's your crush, this man or woman is in it for the long haul. They locked in. Just letting y'all know, it's not going to be easy to get away from this person, and they see everything. They're in the shadows. They have unconditional love. So if he cheated, she cheated, they had extramarital affairs, if they got kids in different ports, or maybe they only have any kids, they didn't say the nicest things to them, or they cheated, they betrayed, maybe they, whatever, well, if it's a third party, whatever, or they're emotionally unavailable to them. They don't care. They're hoping that they work themselves back to ground zero, so we can start all over again, so we can, nurture this relationship, because I want you. This is definitely a damn codependency relationship, trauma bond. Let's see, anything else they want to say? So I can wrap this up. Take me out of the bath. I'm hot. They just told me to take it, so I will take all these. This is the kind of man or woman. What are they? Changes. Yep, they'll do changes, scared, third party. This is the kind of man or woman who is very controlling, possessive. I'm hearing uptight. Why do I keep getting this word? Ice princess. They will buy them gifts, offer them gifts. It doesn't have to be a physical gift, but they make a lot of offers, right? I don't know who you're in love with, but say, I'll further your career. I'll, help you network, or I'll do this, or I'll give up most of myself for you. That doesn't mean that they can't work or whatever. I'll cook and clean, I'll should be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need me to do. Yeah, they offer, they offer their services, their gifts, their time, because now they're so integrated into this person. That's all codependency, caretaker type shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I've said that much with this offer card. So they're one, they'll take, they'll treat. If they have to, they'll buy love. My right foot is burning. They'll buy love. Now, they might masquerade it a certain way. So you might say, well, she never spends money on him, or he never spends money on him or her, whatever. Can't do all that. Just say, I do heterosexual, y'all do all the rest, okay? Aliens, everybody's welcome. But at the end of the day, it could be something different. They could have got their bodies done, or they could just starve to be skinny, to look good, to be that trophy wife, just to keep him, right? Or keep her, or stuff like that. It's like, this is that kind of person. Yeah. Third party. And they both suffering in silence. So when you get the third party in any reading, it's just saying that, two people are trying to, or three, four, I don't know how many people in relationship, but they just trying to hold on to something that's there, but it's so heartbreaking. We all been there. I don't want to let him go. I don't want to let her go, and I don't want anybody else to have him, and I can't live without him, or I can't live without her. You know what I'm saying? And I was just remembering the memories. Remember we did that, and we had kids together, school, or they stuck by me, or they stuck me when I was sick. And he was so supportive. She was so supportive and everything. But all that support is no longer there. They're just living in nostalgia. They're just going through the motions. This is the card, right? And this is traumatic. And it's chaos. And it's sad. It is sad. If you experience heartbreak and pain, my right foot is burning, right? They don't want to let it go, though. They rather wobble and that. But look, we can't talk about them, right? Because people do this every day. People stay in relationships. This is toxic relationships, and do whatever they have to do because they feel like they're so in love with this man or woman. And they're scared. They are so scared that this man or woman, that you have their heart. I mean, even if it's a crush, like there's no way a crush. You could be insignificant to this man or woman, and you got my man or woman's heart because maybe you fed their brain. Maybe you stimulated their brain. Maybe they fell in love with you. Some of y'all haven't even had sex with this man or woman. And the karmic knows that. And they're going, well, damn, they didn't even have sex. Some of y'all long distance relationships, y'all haven't even met the person yet. And you got this woman's attention 24/7. You got this man's attention 24/7. When they, when they're off to themselves, and the energy, the karmic can feel like they can feel that they're thinking about you and stuff. It's just getting on my nerves. You get what I'm saying? And so the karmic don't like it, and it's making this man or woman very fearful, very scared, right? And they're trying, stay in the cage. I don't want to snap. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to bring it to his attention, but I'm in the shadows. I see everything. I know she DM'd him. I know he DM'd her. I know they seen each other at the store, at the gym, or at work. I know they're calling and talking to each other. I know they hooked up. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to lose this person because you know what? It's just a season. It's just a season. This is what the karmic is saying, because we have unconditional love, right? This is some sick shit right here. Just to say, you might want to look at other tarot card readers and see what they pick up. This is some sick shit. This is the one to snap. This is the snap energy that I didn't see these. They hurting. I said they were suffering in silence. They're hurting. And they will change whatever. You ever see them people? I cut my hair for him. I lost weight for him. I gained weight. I went and got is it BBL? I went back to school. I became a lawyer for him. I'm using heterosexual. You have to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I did this for her. I bought her this. I bought her a car. I put her in a nice home. I got her in Gucci. That's the only name brand I know. Y'all know I'm so corny. You get what I'm saying? And I have nothing against like high prices. If I was rich, I'd be balling, right? But just Terry, right? So I'm just using examples. How am I segueing? Like, cause this person is gonna do like I don't wear Gucci, but I'll wear Gucci and get my nails done and do what I need to do, or I'll get some nice cars and men or whatever I gotta do, to keep this person. But deep down inside, it's like I'm really not being the real me. I'm not really being my true, authentic self because I'm so busy trying to make this man or woman see me, but I'm taking away from me. You ever took away from you? You know, because you're so busy trying to hold on to the relationship. This karmic men and women, they don't want to put so much energy in. And even though some of them speak up, is not talking. Can you imagine how that erodes in your heart? It's like a cancer and it's spreading. Passive aggressive type shit. Snap type shit. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. I know he got a woman. She's on the Instagram, but he didn't want to put me on there. But that's cool because I'm the primary woman, right? Or she's younger, or she's older, or he's younger, he's older. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or they're not taking me to places that they used to take me. Like the karmic is going through all that, but they're suffering inside. I don't care. I don't care as long as he comes back home to me. As long as he's, you know, he's with me. Because I feel like the men and women who you're asking about, they could be famous. They could be, you know, book writers or entrepreneurs or, you know, university degrees or, you know, YouTube channels, you know, whatever. Comedians, writers, doctors, nurses, whatever. Or, you know, politicians, something like that. I'm just, you know, I don't know. You know, around the way, none of that. Around the way, she's the shit or he's the shit. And I feel like they got them, and through affiliation, right, it elevates their status. And they're not trying to lose that, y'all. I'm almost done. Because they will change, right? I'm not changing for no man. People have done it. I'm not immune to that. You know what I mean? Because I was married. You know, you try to change who you are. You try to pull back. Sometimes you get a little aggressive. This is what this person goes through, and they're hurting. I can't talk about the karmics tonight. I'm just delivering messages. They're doing whatever it takes. This is the power, and that passive aggressive stuff is no joke. I can give them one more. Anything else you want them to know, karmics? That you friends with me. They don't be hurting too bad because I got some smart ass mouths and some good snapbacks, honey. That you friends with benefits. You're not the only ones. Is that how Oprah said it? You're not the only ones, even though older people say that, you know, but you know, she made it famous, right? Yeah, that you're friends with benefits. Kind of, you could have been drawn to both of them, right? They just want to know you stay in your place. Like, even if it's your husband or it's your wife and you living with the person, this notorious Mr. and Mrs. Side Piece wants you to know that you're just holding space because I got your man. You know what I'm saying? Or I got your wife because I don't know your situation, right? This could be your ex-husband, wife, or boyfriend, or girlfriend, or something like that. But this is the energy and the audacity of this person. Or you're just a crush. Or you're just a fan. Or you're just friends with benefits. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Or you could be the husband and wife or the boyfriend and the girlfriend. You know what I mean? I'm confused. But this is the energy that this karmic has. They don't care about this person learning karmic lessons. They feel like once you learn the karmic lesson, good, then me and you could just be together. Now, me and you could be together. You learned your spiritual karmic lessons. And I need to go through this because I feel like this man or woman who you guys are in love with is very egotistical, very selfish and self-centered, right? Of course, you know, especially if they, you know, fall in love with somebody else and they're having third parties. I was going to say threesomes and shit like that. But I mean, I don't care about people's sex life, but I'm just saying, right? And I feel like this person knows that their spiritual lessons is once they, you know, they've dealt with these karmics, they won't be selfish and self-centered because the karmics is the ones that are going to teach them some lessons, right? Supposed to, because this is what the karmics are supposed to do. But they're going, oh no, I didn't clean him or her up. You know what I mean? They could have some addictions, drug addicts, sex addicts, you know, mommy, daddy issues, some dysfunctions or whatever. I didn't clean them up for you or for another man, for another woman, and that's their energy, and they have to let go, and they're not letting go, okay? And they're hurting. I need you to get that, and they feel like you're friends with benefits. We're almost done. Oh God, hear them say one more with these. Anything else they want you to, karmics want to talk about? Earth sign. Some of them could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You could be a Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Y'all could bump heads. I'm a Taurus. If they got the bull energy, oh my gosh, they could be very critical. They could be very determined to keep this person. So if they operate out of that earth energy, you know, the earth signs, you know, they be stern. You know, it's hard. My right foot is is burning, they're not going to move, right? They don't have to be that sign, but if they're operating out of that energy, I know I'm a Taurus, right? You know, you're not going to come mess up my happy home. I don't feel like their homes is happy, but this is what I'm channeling, right? If we have to start over through thick and thin, because some of them are married to them or committed, spiritually committed, we will work it out, because I have unconditional love for this woman. I have unconditional love for this man, and ain't nobody going to come take this person from me. Right? They don't even care. Yeah, y'all seen these relationships. They don't even care. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. They don't care if it's suffering in silence. They don't care if the man or woman is miserable. You're going to stay. We're going to be together. You're locked in. And then the benefit of the karmics is I feel like they're very attractive people. They could be very ambitious in their own right. You know what I'm saying? So so they have something to offer, right? And I feel like the people who are my little small milieu of people, I feel like you guys are about something. And now somebody like, I'm in the shelter, I'm a homeless. But it don't matter, because everybody's been down before and you'll get back up, because I'm talking about energy. It's in you. And I feel like this person that you care about and love, and a lot of you is very creative, the karmics are the same way. I don't know if they're creative and stuff like that, but there's something great about them. And they know that. There's something great about them. And they monopolize, and they utilize their I was going to say feminine wiles or their skills or whatever they have. What you want them to know? I can't make this too long. Talking so much. Carmen, what you want them to know? Same as the first one, the Chariot, that he or she always comes back to me. Look at the imagery on this, right? The Chariot talks about movement, right? And this is fast movement, right? But this is like a lady taking care of herself, and then there's the camera. So I feel like they fit this kind of arrogant, but you hear people say that. We got history together. She'll be back. He'll be back. And I guarantee, not guarantee, but I feel like the person that you asked about, they break up all the time. You know, I don't know how long they've been together, years and a few months, but they always come back to this person. And this is what this person, this man or woman knows. They're going to always come back to them. That's how they feel. So they want you to know that, right? And then in that time that they're away from them, they're bettering themselves, like they're looking better, and they talking better, or they remember the organic, or they worked on their attitude, or they're not so uptight, and they're more loving, and he's more caring, and they're more emotionally available. So every time they leave, they work on something. You get it? So now I can go back to Terry because she worked on that, and so they play on that. These karmics, your competition, because that's what I call them, you know, whatever. They smart as fuck. They smart as fuck. Might want to look at playing chess and checkers. They play for win. And then they can get ugly. I'm almost done. What y'all want? What you want them to know? Five Earth. Well, you know, I got sad for the karmics. The karmics can do whatever they want, but at the end of the day, they get out in the cold too. The person uses them. Now, you probably like, well, that's his husband, that's his wife, common law, husband, wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend. But that doesn't mean that you can't get used to. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like they have their good times with this person, they have their bad times, and they have a lot of lonely nights. I don't care if she's with them or they live together every day. Somebody can be in your home, but you still feel alone. Y'all know that. I don't own that, right? And this is the Five of Earth. And this is how the karmic feels. They probably go to casinos by themselves. Maybe they go to dinner, or maybe they have their own friends and family and activities. Maybe they have activities together. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if they came together, it's like they still feel alone. You understand what I mean? They still feel like they're alone. That's the Five of So although, and see, who wants to have these relationships? This is definitely epitome of toxicity, right? Back and forth, back and forth. I gotta get in one more, because I feel a lot of sex energy in this pile. Where's my tarot card readers? I can't make this shit up. Three of Swords. When I used to pick pals, it was always the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. It's the Three of Swords. It's three people in this relationship. It's just what we're talking about. Suffering in silence. Maybe they don't want to have sex with them sometime. Maybe they deny them. Maybe they ration the coochie and the penis. You know what I mean? Maybe they have an attitude. You know what I mean? But they're hurting too. So they want you to know that they're hurting too. They know that this person is, I don't know, some of them always have a extra person, but I feel like because we're talking about you, they definitely know about you. Three of Swords. And that just confirms that when I'm doing a tarot card reading, that it is three people in this relationship. And this card talks about how they're no longer in love with them anymore. They fell in love with somebody else. Now, whether it be you, because you could just be looking at the reading, right? Or they in love with somebody else. We talking about the karmic. The karmic knows that they don't have his or her heart. And that's a hard pill to swallow, especially if you invested a lot of time and energy with somebody, and ups and downs or whatever, and trials and tribulations, and to come to find out that there's somebody else. I got the Three of Swords twice, third party. Let's kick these, almost done. What do they want you to know? Karmics, what's going on? That they know it's a third party. Even if the third party is, they work. Something comes before the karmic. If it's another man or woman, something comes before the karmic. If they have kids, the person you care about, everybody comes before the karmic, because it's very heartbreaking for the karmic, because the karmic is not a primary in this man or woman's life. Now they're gonna say, well, he or she takes her everywhere, or they love each other, and it looks that way. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. A lot of people just cohabitate. Don't mean they can't have sex. You can have sex before you can get a meal, right? But there's no love there, and it's very heartbreaking. It's just two people living together, or, you know, whatever, whatever, how you do, or polyandry, whatever, for the women. But at the end of the day, this karmic man and woman, they don't have the person's heart, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Queen of Cups. Unconditional love. They have unconditional love for this person. Some of them are very loving and caring, gave this person kids. Some of them have a king intuition. You know, I try not to look bad for the men and women karmics, right? But they love this person. They have the love of the Queen of Cups for this man or woman. Y'all, you know, and maybe I'm talking to myself. People be wanting the karmics to be horrible. The karmics could have been any of y'all, or me. You teach, you go, you meet people, and they come in your life and you teach them a lesson, right? So sometimes you wonder, were you a karmic at one time, right? Especially if you wasn't healed. But this is man or woman. They love this person. They love this person. This is unconditional. She's about understanding, forgiveness, nurturing. My right foot is itching. They're going, I gave this person my emotions, my cup of love. Look at that. If they break up, they want to reconcile, because I feel like they do activities together. They have friends and family and associates together. They do events and galas and party and socializing. I do feel like they can break up. Maybe they drink socially. Just only take what resonates, right? And I feel like they break up to make up, and they get right back together, because I feel like they always that rock for the karmic is always that rock for that man or woman. I'm sorry, and they just keep coming back. And the only person that can break this is this. If you have a crush on this man or woman, if this man or woman that you love and they keep playing you and everybody else, they're the only ones that can break it, because the karmics aren't going anywhere. They're rock solid. They just told you this is unconditional, baby, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm channeling the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Chalice energy. So that means when I say I love her and love him, it's solid. And I think the person plays on that. I'm getting one more. Come on. This shit is lining up, but, and I seen this earlier when I was flipping my cards. What the karmic knows that the person, this is a lover's card. The person has a choice. We're talking about three people in a relationship. They can either, and these are for newbies, they can either choose a low vibrational person or a high vibrational person. And this is, when you pull a lover's cards, it means that the person that everybody's in love with has to make a decision. That woman or man is in control. And they have to choose wisely. And wisely is a high vibrational person who is divinely ordered, whether it's Jesus, Allah, the ancients, the ancestors, whatever you believe. Being optimistic, it doesn't matter. You know, maybe you're atheist, it doesn't matter. But you feel like, well, this man or woman is supposed to be for me, because somebody somewhere said this is my other half, right? Or they can stay low vibration. Low vibration is the karmics where I was supposed to learn a lesson from that man. I'm heterosexual, and I was supposed to keep it moving. But what does Terry do? Terry stays 20 years. You get what I'm saying? And you go through ups and downs, right? When I could have just learned that lesson, you know how Tyler Perry talks about, and I feel like he owns that, the season, the reason, the lifetime, or whatever. Right. But this is the karmic. They don't care. They don't care if this man or woman has to make a decision because they feel like that they are this person's, but they know. So I need you to know they know. They're fully aware that this person has to make a decision. And I like to give an example for new people. So you got 2 men or 2 women. They look exactly the same. They live in the same cul-de-sac area. Two children, one on the way, nice cars, jobs, everything. And they look exactly the same. One goes in this house, same house. One goes in that house. But behind closed doors, one is high vibrational. Right, may birth some good ideas, very optimistic, very understanding, love, nurturing, compassion, empathetic, good communication. It don't have to be perfect, but it ain't all that friction. Behind closed door, low vibrational, the friction, the chaos, the silent treatments, the coldness, off and on. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, never really consistent. You see? But somewhere said it's divinely ordered. And what I'm just letting you know, that's how until the karmic knows that this man or woman is not supposed to be with them. They don't care. They don't care nothing about nothing shit being divinely ordered. They gonna divinely order my ass. They don't care nothing about that. They don't care. Let's kick these. What is the karmic? Which is funny. I'm in my daughter's garage. All right. The devil. One got the devil too. Basically, they can be very possessive, angry, evil, obsessive, suicidal ideation, homicidal ideation, snap, crackle, pop. Just what I said. They could put that sex stuff on them. They can put them on some addictions, or they could be, maybe they're addicted to this person. Temptation, excess, self-destructive behaviors, habits, vices, indulgence, evil, immoral. They're gonna pull out all the stops. I don't know the person that you're with, but they will do the toxic, crazy man or woman if they have to. Or they do the devil, because the devil can be really good. They entice them, they tempt them, with sex, with vices, with, destructive behaviors. You get it, right? So they'll get in that devil energy to keep this person. They don't care nothing about you. Like I said, this is the power where the men or women will snap. This is a reading. 18 plus adult material and language, entertainment purposes only. Yeah, and I've seen that. This person wants to move away. This person that you care about want to go toward karma waters, because this person could be, praying, gave their life to the Lord, meditation, Eastern philosophy, changed the way they eat, got therapy, dealing with mommy, daddy issues, fell in love with somebody else. Because you say, well, this is the person I want, because this is who I feel like I deserve. But we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are. So if you're broken and you're fine, you're going to attract a fine, broken man. Y'all get that, right? To make you understand that, right? Yeah. And so you attract who you are, and they realize that this person has outgrown them. Let's see, anything else? Writers, wait. Matera, what you want us to know, karmic? They're not giving up. It's the sun. The sun. If it's 2 people on the sun on this horse, it means that we're not gonna talk about it. We both just gonna let it go. You know how like maybe some chaos or struggles or some whatever conflict with somebody, and just don't we never talk about it. That's the only way I can use an example. And we're gonna have a clean slate, because remember we had the organic, right? So they have some issues with this man or woman. They know that, right? And I don't have 2 people on there, but I'm just channeling. But they feel like, well, we started over, so it doesn't matter. I don't care about him learning their spiritual lessons. I don't care about the Lover's card, and they have a choice. I'm still feeling very good and optimistic. I'm feeling elevated. I got the sun behind me, because they could have some time with this person, some history. They could have been there when this person was sick, or through the good, through the bad. They could have kids with this person. They could know their family. They could be very enmeshed, whatever. And they feel like they have that. And the sun is a really, really good card. But then we got the devil. death card. And when I learned the death card, for new people, I learned tarot card readings in 3 weeks. Right, people say that's pretty fast, right? Then I'm good with memorization, and then I did intuitive, and when I learned this card, and so this lines up with the meaning. You can plan all that, but when it's done, it's done. It's deaded. So he or she can be like, well, this and that, and it doesn't matter. It's time for a transformation. It's time to move on. But the karmics don't care. They don't care. They're gonna keep planning and planting, planting seeds. Planting and planting seeds, and when the harvest comes up, it's not a good harvest, and they're going to keep repeating the cycle until something's going to happen for it to break. And what's going to happen is that man or woman is probably going to be like, I had enough, and disattach. They already probably disattached mentally and emotionally unavailable, but that's still not good enough because they don't care. They can still be in the house with them as long as they say they got them. Let's get their last card, safe sex. I feel like they have a very good sex life. On both of them. Now, second was the first one, they had a good sex life, but behind closed doors, that shit was eroding. It wasn't what you envisioned it. So what do you want us to know, karmics? Because I know you can put it on him or her, honey. Ending on here. 5 of Cups is not a good card. They have a lot of regrets. They have a lot of sorrow. If they were very seductive, 5 of Cups talks about breaking patterns of behavior that no longer serve us. So like if you had dysfunction in your family, so say your mom and dad was a Rolling Stone, or they cheated, or they used sex to stop arguments, or, sex, drugs, you know what I mean, orgies, or I'll give you what I want, but I won't worry about getting my needs met. They could have been, these karmics could have been, molested, psychologically, mentally, physically, sexually abused, but they don't care. I'm not saying they don't care because it's the way I'm doing the reading, and it's about the 5 of Cups, right? It's because, maybe that happens, and then I cling to this person, and we trauma bond, and I'm still going to be with him or her. I'm not going to worry about my healing. So this is a pile where I knew the 5 of Cups was going to come out for 2. I don't know why. Because this is the people who snap. Instead of trying to get healed, they masquerade it, right? So now I'm meditating, you know what I'm saying? And we're in meditation, we're in prayer, we're in activities together, or we're in church, or, I went to therapy and everything is peachy keen, but they're not actually doing the work. They're just going through the motions, right? And they're looking good and they're looking the part, you know what I mean? And being around maybe people who look the part, but they're not actually healed. And they learn how to masquerade it because they didn't break the cycles, and maybe they seen how mom masqueraded or how dad masqueraded, what I can't say it. And then at the end of the day, I got to have a man. I got to have a woman, because 5 of Cups, right? You know what I'm saying? Got to be in a relationship. I can't be by myself. I have to look a certain way. I have to act a certain way. I have to pretend. And my right foot is burning. And so this is what they're going through. So they know that it's kind of like that old story, people who are together and they've been together 50, 60 years. They don't even sleep in the same room. They don't even talk to each other. And people go, they've been married 50, 60 years. That's the kind of relationship you want. It's empty. It's no intimacy. But just to say you got a number behind you, it's like that type of shit, because that's what mom and dad did. Or they could come from single parent homes or broken homes or foster care, whatever, and they just don't want to be alone because they learned that dysfunction from the 5 of Cups, right? So I'm not saying I pity the karmics. I'm just saying that I understand that they have to break the cycles of behavior, and they have to have some dignity and respect and leave this person alone because this man or woman doesn't love them anymore, but they feel obligated. Or if they don't feel obligated, they feel possessive and angry and jealous and bitter, and they'll do whatever they have to do to keep this person. Okay, so that's all I have to say. And this man or woman is very aware of this dysfunction, but they masqueraded it good. So if you wanted to know, do they know? Yeah, they know, but they learned from, remember, this is like a real life card, especially for Western society. We have so much dysfunction, but we learn how to masquerade it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with this fine brother or this fine woman. We living up on the hill, or or in a condo or whatever. Nobody really knows. It doesn't matter. As long as we're still together, it still looks like it's good, but This is a lot of pain and heartache and hurt and distress and betrayal and lies and deceit and masquerading. This is a lot of pretense, and then I teach my kids that, and and then I repeated the behavior, and and then my daughters see me just take shit from a man, or I take shit from a woman. You get what I'm saying? Or batter or abuse, right? And so or verbal abuse, or he or she can just talk to me any old way. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere because I just really love this person. So I want you to pick up the 5 of Cups and see what this karmic is going through, he or she. But it doesn't matter, right? And they could be combative. They could be, verbally aggressive, and it could have happened to them, and it's all enmeshed. You get it, or I don't know how to communicate in my relationship because we're arguing and screaming, or I know how to be cold and silent treatment, or emotionally unavailable, or I'm smothering and giving. I want to make sure I cover smothering and giving. I'll do whatever I gotta do, whatever just to keep him or her. They going through all that, right? Now I don't know y'all, but I feel like y'all not taking all this shit. This could have been you in the past. But the karmic is just to be with this man or woman. Thank you, guys. Good night.